From the Emerald Isle to Storrs, Connecticut, the Huskies are adding an intriguing new piece to their front court rotation in 6 feet 5 inches newcomer Gandi Malo-Mamel, a towering presence out of Ireland. Mamel arrives with the kind of physical tools that turn heads instantly, described by coaches as unpolished, that the term often masks what's truly a gem in the making, an athlete with immense upside waiting to be unlocked. Despite her current developmental stage, the traits she brings to the table are already drawing attention behind the scenes. Her ability to run the floor at her size fits seamlessly with UConn's traditionally up-tempo style, and her motor on the defensive end is something you simply can't teach. Effort, energy, and rebounding instincts, those are natural gifts, and Mamel has them in spades. In the short term, she's expected to contribute as a reserve, learning the ins and outs of the system while refining her offensive touch and adjusting to the intensity of elite college hoops. With veteran Jana LL anchoring the front court and the high-impact addition of transfer SRA Williams, Mamel won't be rushed into major minutes. But don't mistake patience for passivity. Coaches will be watching her progress closely, especially in how she handles contact, improves her finishing, and holds her ground on defense without fouling. If injuries or matchups open a window, her size and rebounding could become an X factor. Think second chance points, defensive stops, and quick outlets to spark transition plays. Her development is a slow burn, but the payoff could be game-changing. And while Mamel brings the size and promise, UConn's other international freshman, Blanca Quiñonez, arrives with Polish and pedigree. The 6'1" forward from Ecuador isn't just crossing oceans. She's arriving battle-tested from the pro ranks of Italy. Competing against seasoned professionals as a teenager has given Quiñonez an edge in maturity and game understanding that most freshmen simply don't have. She's a 3-level scorer capable of creating offense in the paint, pulling up from mid-range or knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Her offensive arsenal is complemented by a fierce defensive mentality and elite-level athleticism. That combination makes her a matchup nightmare and a plug-and-play option right out of the gate. Coaches are already buzzing about her versatility. Imagine her spacing the floor one possession, attacking downhill the next, and then switching onto a perimeter player defensively. It's the kind of flexibility that gives this Huskies roster a dynamic new wrinkle. And unlike most first-year players, the expectations are high from day one. Quiñonez isn't here just to learn, she's here to contribute. As UConn reloads for another deep postseason run, both international additions bring contrasting but complementary strengths. Mamel is the long-term project with elite size and raw potential. Quiñonez is the ready-now weapon forged in a pro environment. Together, they're reshaping the future of the Huskies' front court, one with both power and finesse. While Blanca Quiñonez may have arrived from overseas, she's bringing a mindset and game that look tailor-made for the American college stage. Yes, her offensive versatility is what initially catches the eye, able to stretch the floor, penetrate off the dribble, and hit from deep. But there's more to her than just buckets. Behind the scenes, coaches are equally impressed with her tenacity on defense and her high-level athleticism. She moves with intent, defends with purpose, and understands the nuances of spacing, timing, and rotations, traits that often take years for younger players to master. It's clear she's coming in ahead of the curve thanks to her professional experience in Italy, where she regularly faced grown seasoned competitors. That early exposure may be her greatest weapon as she transitions to the collegiate level. As for her role, expectations aren't just high, they're immediate. Don't be surprised to see her in the starting lineup, or at the very least earning meaningful minutes right out of the gate. Her ability to function inside and out adds another gear to UConn's offensive engine. particularly when paired with dominant interior presences like rising star Strong. If defenses collapse to contain Strong, Quiñonez has the shooting touch to make them pay. And if defenders close out hard, she has the foot speed and strength to attack the rim. Her presence gives the Huskies a multidimensional offensive threat and a defensive anchor on the wing. That's the kind of player coaches build systems around. But as promising as the Quiñonez and Gandi Malou-Mamel duo is, context is key, and the Huskies' front court is anything but empty. The arrival of C. Williams, a transfer from Wisconsin, has instantly recalibrated the team's power dynamics. Williams isn't just bringing experience, she's coming in as a double-double machine, nearly averaging 19 points and 10 boards per game in the brutal Big Ten. That's the type of resume that guarantees minutes and commands respect. Her game is physical, polished, and battle-tested, and her addition doesn't just raise the team's ceiling, it raises the stakes for everyone fighting for court time. For Gandi Malou-Mamel, this means development will need to come swiftly if she hopes to carve out a role in such a stacked rotation. Her size remains her greatest asset, and she may find herself situationally useful against certain matchups or if injuries strike. As for Quiñonez, her adaptability could be the key. If she proves capable of sliding between the third and fourth spots, that positional flexibility could help her bypass the front court traffic jam and secure a consistent role. As UConn gears up for what promises to be another electrifying season, the spotlight isn't just on the new faces. It's on how they integrate into a system built on tradition, excellence, and relentless competition. The Huskies aren't lacking in returning firepower. Azzi Fudd, when healthy, is one of the most accurate long-range threats in the nation. Seth Strong continues her rise as a franchise-caliber forward, and with experienced guard Kaye Hecel anchoring the backcourt, the depth chart is packed from top to bottom. It's a roster rich in talent, the kind that makes headlines and keeps opponents up at night, but also one that makes it difficult for even the most gifted newcomers to break through. That's the reality facing international standouts Gandy Malou-Mamel and Blanca Quiñonez. Both bring unique skill sets. Gandy Malou-Mamel with her elite size and rebounding potential, Quiñonez with her polished pro-season scoring ability, but their futures will hinge on how quickly they adapt to the demands of UConn basketball. For Gandy Malou-Mamel, it's about internalizing the fundamentals, learning how to establish deep post position, improve her footwork, and play elite defense without fouling. The 6 feet 5 inches forward from Ireland has the physical gifts, but the Huskies system, under legendary coach Geno Auriemma, is unforgiving in its detail. There's no skipping steps. Her development will happen not in the headlines, but in the hours spent under the harsh lights of the practice gym, with coaches pushing for perfection, one drill at a time. For Quiñonez, the adjustment is more cerebral. After a year under her belt in the program, following a transition from professional competition in Italy, she's still mastering the intricate reads and rotations required on defense. Offensively, she's already proven she can score from all levels, but now it's about doing it within the rhythm of the team, not as a solo act. UConn doesn't just rely on talent, it demands trust in the system, fluid ball movement, sharp cuts, and decision-making at game speed. Quiñonez must continue evolving, not just as an individual weapon, but as a connective force on both ends of the floor. As the 2025-26 season unfolds, keep an eye on these two international talents. Their impact may begin in subtle ways. Key rebounds, timely defensive stops, smart reads on offense. But as they grow into the Huskies' demanding system, their influence could stretch far beyond the box score. In a program built on excellence, it's not just about what you bring in, it's about who you become once you're here.